everyone, welcome back to Cozy Playhouse. I'm Melody, and this is Lapis Lazuli, or just Lapis, because, that's what she's called most of the time. I'm really excited to finally be able to introduce her properly like this on the channel. I'm pretty sure she's actually made an appearance before, back when this channel was still called Melody Snowflake Toys. And I actually have another channel called Melody Snowflake IRL, where I actually also featured her in the past. So she's very, very important to me, and I'm glad I finally get to introduce her to you properly, and she gets to finally introduce herself. So, a little bit about Lapis. She's a little bit of a quiet person. She's not much of a talker, but she, at least not in like a small talk kind of sense, but once we actually do get close and we actually get to know each other, she's really good at like deep heart-to-heart conversations. So she's just saying hi, and like she doesn't really know what to say for an introduction. She laughed a little. But she isn't new to being featured on video, so even though she's quiet and everything, she's not shy or anything of the sort. So I got Lapis all the way back in 2020. It was a while ago, so she's been with me for a while. She is an anxiety comfort plushie, at least for me, and it's fitting because, yeah, she doesn't mind. I featured this before. She's very huggable. She's a very, very huggable plushie. She's at least 14 inches tall, or about 32, 33, 35 centimeters. She's very tall and very, very huggable. She's actually one of the SDCC exclusive plushies. They make only 3,000 of these for each character, and getting hold of her was a little hard. I managed to find her on Amazon back when she was still on Amazon, but I think she was one of the last ones, so honestly, kind of lucky I even have this one. She's really well made. The fabric is really smooth and soft, and the wings are glossy. She would fly sometimes. Like, I'd hold her and she'd just like fly around. She likes doing that. She likes seeing the world. She likes exploring. She's a little curious about new things because she's not from Earth, from Homeworld, as gems are. And she's also really, really anxious, but she doesn't show it because she's not the kind of person who expresses her emotions outright, unless she's really, really upset. So most of the time when she's feeling anxious, she'd keep it to herself or tell me when we are hugging or cuddling at night, and she would confide in me. We'd have heart-to-heart conversations. She's that kind of person. She's quite sentimental. I like stroking her hair. It's very soft. It's really, really soft fabric. She's the kind of plushie who, once I hold, I immediately feel a sense of calm. I have that with other plushies as well. Usopp is one of them. He's the main comfort plushie right now for a reason. But I still hold Lapis every now and then. She's always on my bed, and I get to sometimes just hold her hand. Oh, by the way, her hand is really well carved. Most plushies do not have fingers, but she has fingers and a palm. It's really well made. I know that her sculpting isn't the most accurate to how she actually looks in the show. To be fair, though, gems can shapeshift into any form they want, so I just think this is just a current shape-shifted form. Or sometimes I just kind of just imagine it's accurate because, I mean, why not? I actually had people tell me before that, like, they didn't like how this plushie looked, and, I told them, like, well, I still love her, and it's really hard to get plushies always accurate anyway. I mean, my Monica is literally a chibi Monica. I mean, she's definitely not like a realistic Monica. So, it don't matter to me if they don't look super accurate. But she is beautiful. I love her. She's very cozy. Yeah, what do you want to tell them? Oh, that's so sweet. She says, Melody's been very sweet to me. She's been very patient. And, I like being there for her. And she's always there for me. That's so sweet. Do you want to say anything to them? She says, "Hi, thanks for watching this channel. Melody hasn't really expressed that she talks to me to anyone on video before. She has shown me on video before, but I never got to talk, so it's nice to be able to say hello." All right. So that's basically who she is, and she is just amazing. I still have her tag too. I'm not gonna go grab it, but I do have the tag that she came with because I wanted to treasure it. When I first got her, it was amazing. I couldn't stop screaming. It was the most wonderful day ever. I think it was also one of the very first plushies I bought with my own money, and I was so proud of that because I had to save up a lot. She wasn't very cheap because she's limited edition, but she's just great, and she's been so comforting and helpful, and like holding her throughout all my anxiety days. Like I still have anxiety, but not as bad as I used to, and holding her just always helped, always made me feel better. Because of how tall she is, I wasn't actually able to take her with me to places, which is really sad. I did at some points when I would carry a backpack for whatever reason, like when I actually had an excuse to bring like a bigger bag, I would take her with me. Not super often though, but I have taken her before, and it was helpful when I did, because I was able to hold her when I needed to. But in the cases where I can't, I actually had a little Lapis Lazuli Funko Pop, which I took with me. And you can't really hug that, but it was still Lapis, so like her spirit was still there. And I'll talk a little bit about that too, because I've been saying this for a while, but I want to make a video about like duplicate character plushies, or in this case even figures, and how that works, because it can actually be really helpful for me to have a duplicate sometimes of like a different size or something. And sometimes it's just kind of chaos to have so many. For example, with all the Tenya Idas I have, it's kind of wild. But yes, Lapis is special. She's precious, and she will always be that way to me. No matter how many other comfort plushies I get, no matter who my main one is, she's very, very sweet and very special, and I love her. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. This was a very personal one to me, and I'm really glad I finally got to do this. She just smiled and said, "Thank you for watching, and we'll both see you in the next video." That's right. We'll both see you in the next video. Well, I'll be seeing you. Lapis might make a cameo in future videos in general, but you know, in general, you might still see her around. I want to introduce as many as I can, so not everyone will be in every video, sadly, but she will see you again. We'll both see you again at some point. In her case, it'll be in some future video. For me, it'll be the very next video that'll be out next week. So, yeah. See you guys then. Goodbye!